Hello, candle lovers. Thank you for joining me today. My name's Greg. This is all Aboot Candles. I'm your self-proclaimed Canadian candle connoisseur. And today I have a review for you from Bath & Body Works. Firecracker Pop. This candle's been around for a while. It's been coming out in America for 4th of July every year, but this is the first time that we ever got it in Canada. And so I wanted to check it out and see what all the hype was about. I don't think it's the most brilliant label and packaging in the world, but the wax was a really, really pretty blue wax. And this is not this is not a fragrance that's really in my wheelhouse, but on the heels of being thoroughly disappointed by Cherry Blossom Soju and Cherry Blossom Pound Cake, I feel like I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I just really kind of wanted to check it out because we'd never gotten it here in Canada before, and I wanted to see what all the hype was about. The scent notes are red cherry, fresh citrus, and juicy berry. This is a very high, bright, sweet candle. And the cherry note, it definitely teeters into that artificially flavored cherry situation that Bath & Body Works does with a lot of their fruit fragrances. And I can't say that it is really my thing. However, like I said, I did end up enjoying it a little bit more than I thought I would. It really does remind me the most of a slush puppy. Now, I'm being very specific here. I'm not talking about a cherry Slurpee, cherry bubblegum, a cherry popsicle. For me, this is the cherry slush puppy from my childhood, where they had the machine and you put the slush into it first and then you pumped the syrup. I would always either want blue raspberry or cherry. Cherry would turn my mouth red, blue raspberry would turn my mouth blue. I always wanted to pump as much of the syrup in there as I could. I don't think they do that anymore these days, or else people would just go wild. It would be like an issue, I'm sure. But anyways, for me, this takes me back to that very specific cherry scent experience. And so I think that the newness of it finally coming to Canada and the nostalgic sort of scent that it gave me actually meant that I ended up enjoying it a lot more than I kind of thought I would. It's not the type of fragrance that I usually buy. I tend to avoid fruit fragrances from Bath & Body Works a little bit, unless they're more gourmandy. It also had this starry lid on it. I believe that we saw this lid on the Christmas candles, either last Christmas or the Christmas before. It's still a nice touch, and the wax was a really nice blue. Performance on it was hit or miss. I did burn it all the way down till I could see the wick nickels. And I'd say strength and throw was a solid 7.5 in an open space. This was a decent performer until we got to about this point in the candle. Here I am, broken record Greg, complaining about the last third of a Bath & Body Works candle. But I mean, it does need to be mentioned that I ended up with teeny tiny flames, itty bitty wicks. For, the last several burns. It did eventually pull through and fire itself back up to the point that it could be finished. I did end up blowing it out myself and calling it a day, though. I didn't want the wax to get all discolored and corrupt, and I could tell that it was probably just on the verge of doing that. But overall, a decent performer. This is not gonna be a repurchase for me, I don't think. But if this is a fragrance that's up your alley, I could recommend this one. If you're okay with babying the last third of a candle, You know, you're probably used to doing that if you're a big Bath and Body Works buyer. But yeah, if you're into babying the last third of the candle, this was a decent performer and, you know, not a total waste of money. What high praise. What can I say? Not exactly my candle, but I can absolutely see what all the fuss is about. I'm sure I'm not the only grown-ass adult that kind of enjoys those scents that take you back to like the sweet confectionaries and treats of your childhood. I mean, honestly, this summer, if I see a slush puppy machine anywhere, I'm gonna be going for it and getting one. I guess you're never really too old for a sweet treat like this once in a while, right? I hope you guys are all having a good week. I really appreciate you tuning in. Hit me up with a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel, tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your dog. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, let's all burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye.